Morning all. Hope we're all doing well today. So we are going to initially fit this tow bar. Now, I did some head scratching because there's not a lot of information on how to fit a tow bar, especially on one of these old girls. There's a lot of information on the new ones, but not the old ones. So, obviously, plugs, which is great. But what they go on to is this particular type goes onto the back of your springs. So imagine your springs are there, and you've got your springs, and you have a big bolt come through, which is one of these. If I go to the magic bag here, one of them comes through straight through your centre here. That holds it all into place, stops it from doing whatever it's doing. Now, as you can see, I've got the blowtorch ready. Yeah, this isn't going to be a nice, simple undo, because you've got to undo the spring bracket, which I'm hoping it doesn't just go ping and move off. So what I might do is do one bracket at a time, see if I can get in one bracket at a time, so it just doesn't move off. So you might see me fighting with that in a minute on a bit of a hyperlapse or whatever. Yeah, this is just a quick, simple job. Now I'm going to show you what I mean. If I go up to the phone, pause this a second. My hand out the way. Oh, there we go. So there's your spring bracket. That's where your tow bar goes onto. Got one bolt there, and then another bolt that side, and that's your third bolt there. So you've got to undo this and set this, bolt it all on. And then it's just a case of just doing your wiring. But I'm not going to do the wiring myself. I'm going to get that done professionally. Just because I've had a few electrical issues on here before. So yeah. Spare wheel looks in good condition, doesn't it? She's just a bit rusty underneath it. I was going to paint it, but due to the time of year, and it's currently -1 at the moment in bonny old Scotland. Yeah, it's just not worth it. So it's not a bad place. It's now Wednesday, Thursday, but there's the, I don't know if there's the moon, if the camera's going to pick it up. There it is. But let's come wandering back over here. I woke up this morning to snow on the mountains. See if that's going to pick that up. See that there? Look at that. There's snow on the mountains. That's not a bad picture, is it? That's on the Black Isle, that is. So you got the Monty Firth, I think they call it, which goes all the way to Loch Ness. And see that in the distance, they call that the cloud machine. It never turns off. But sheep, it's not a bad view at all. Right guys, now we've got the tow bar installed. I'm just going to show you how it actually goes on. So if I can zoom back out here, so this is a pain in the ass to do. So you got one bolt there, which is a 22mm. Then you've got them two bolts there, which is the bottom. They are solid, they're 21s. Might be 22s on yours, but they're 21s on here. Then it's the same vice versa the other side. Then on top you've got two bolts like this, which I need to replace them because they're so rusted, they're hard to do up properly. But yeah, then your brackets go on the outside and so forth. I've had to lower the tow bar itself just because it's up on the top one, but I think it should be. It's so close to the door. If I open up the door, see the gap there? Bit of a gap. But if I raise that one up to there, the gap literally becomes like that. So I might have to raise it up, I don't know yet. But that's how you do that. And then, as I say, you come onto the other side. Come on to the other side. There's 22 again, and here's your bolt again. As you see, I've just temporarily put that in at the moment, but I've just temporarily hid the cable up there because I need to find the access point to wire it all up. But as I say, we're going to the auto electrician at some point, because then they could test if that actually works. So I might get that replaced, to be fair, because the casing's broke. But let's see if we install tow bar, guys. It's not a bad view today, look at this. Hey. Not really bad view, is it? No, you can't really zoom out this one. Alright, and also someone come onto the group the other day. They're just basically asking how to fill up the gearbox on one of these. Now, if you go on to get rid of all your airbox, get that out of the way, get that airbox out of the way, get all the doofies and bits. Look at your clutch plate cylinder, which looks like a big caliper on the top. At the back of that should be like a little plastic housing over like a bauble thing. Take that plastic cap off. That's technically that's your breather. Now that's also your fill up point. It's the only way to fill it up. So that's the only way you really fill it up on these. Bit of a daft idea, but it's one of those. And then if you want to empty your gearbox fluid, there's a bit of a sun plug type thing underneath. It's a specialist tool. It's like a square plug, but it's just a pain in the ass. So yeah, again, not that bad. I wouldn't want to go for a swim though. Alright, well, along with this video, yeah, it's been filmed over a period of 2 days, just because I couldn't get the bolts undone. I'm not joking. I had to soak them in WD-40, use the blowtorch, use a breaker bar. Honestly, the racket was no good. I had to just constantly go with the breaker bar backwards and forwards. Right then, guys, I will leave you to the rest of your day. So this is part 1 of part 2. So I've got another possible video coming up. Yeah, I've got another possible video coming up, and we shall see how it goes from there. So hopefully, yeah, we should have a second video coming up. Right then, guys, I'll leave you to it. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.